What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, where I speak to gamers across the globe about what they've been playing since the pandemic. Now, I go by the name of Mr. Midas. Now, I'm super excited for today's episode because I have a giant in the game. Literally, them man, they are like 8'9", you know, a fellow Final Fantasy VII fan. You see them man, they will duppy you up onto Mario Kart. Too Bizy Gaming, welcome to the building. Thank you for joining me on the episode today. How are you?
What's good, man? I'm blessed, my bro. I'm calm. We chilling. We live. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I just want to say thank you, obviously, for having me. It's amazing opportunity. So yeah, man, I'm ready to do that real talk, man. That all talk games. You know what I mean? We're Too Bizy Gaming, so we're in there, man.
Fam, man, and ladies, everyone, non-binary, whoever you are, don't let him fool you because he's sitting down. Them man, they're giants. You get me? Giants in the game. Now, Too Bizy. Yesterday I was doing research. I always research my guests. And I was in one of your streams, literally one of your latest streams, cooking up tutu brown stew. And usually I watch about 2-3 minutes of people's videos and then jump into another and another. But I was fully engaged, fam. At least half an hour, I was still in there. So you're really engaging, like you really engage really well in what you do, man. So I just wanted to give you your kudos on that.
Thank you, much appreciated, man.
Let's take it back a bit. Like when you weren't a giant and you was little piece. How did you get into this gaming thing? Like what was your start into the gaming industry?
So pretty much in the industry, it obviously stemmed from.
No, I don't even mean the industry. I mean like gaming full stop. Like what got you
as a whole?
As a little man.
Okay, so I've got an older brother, and he always used to run up games on PS1, SNES. My mum owned a duck hunt, like the duck hunt simulation. Obviously where you got to hang it up on the wall. You got the guns, and then obviously you need to shoot the ducks, and I just really enjoyed playing with not just my brother, but obviously like my mum, and telling my friends, you know, this is the high score, this is what we've achieved. And then it was like that little healthy competition that I would have with my friends and family. And that kind of, it just grew and grew and grew. And I got more passionate about just games and you know, if a game bested me, how could I best the game back? And how can I share that knowledge with people? So that kind of kick-started like my passion for games, and I just appreciate it from there on. And then I think like the whole competitive side, a family member beat me on I think it was X-Men versus Street Fighter, and they're American, bro. They, you know how Americans go, man. When they beat you and they the trash talk, they're going crazy. I was a little youth at the time, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna get good at games, I'm gonna come back and whoop them. That's what I did, man. And now we're here. So that's the beginning of Too Bizy.
So firstly, shout out Mumsy on the duck hunt. Mumsy was about this life. She was letting you know, don't play around with me. I take out these ducks anytime. And you know what makes me laugh? The memories that we have as kids and how much they still relate to us now, to the point where you're like, my cousin destroyed me so bad in the game and he went so ham that I was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to get so good in games that no one's going to be able to talk to me like that again.
Exactly that, man. It was painful.
We're going to get straight into it, yeah? Because when we met, instantly got the connection on Final Fantasy. We're huge Final Fantasy VII fans. Like the Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of the most incredible games ever made. Like they took the game to another level. OG Final Fantasy is one of the greatest games ever made. Why do you love this franchise so much? Like, what is it? Tell me your experience of FF7.
So I had you know, when we owned the PlayStation 1, it was quite difficult to stumble across games and find out more about them. Obviously, like we had dial-up, we had the AOL like PCs and had all of that stuff, but we just, you know, in my household, we didn't have access to just researching games like that. And me and my brother, when we would obviously put our money together to buy a game, we would try and base it off of the artwork. And obviously Final Fantasy VII, it just had, well, the case that I had was just the meteor with just the title. And I was like, this case is so plain, there's got to be something about this game. There has to be. Like, you know, you're looking at all of the other cases, there's a madness going on, you know what I mean? And I just thought it's a bit too much. But when I saw that case, I said, there's something about this one, man. And then I read the back, it's telling me it's got 3 discs. I said, you know what? I said, I need in on some of this, man. So we invested, obviously saw the main character, obviously Cloud. He had the big sword. I was gassed. I thought, rah, obviously this character's got this huge sword. He's swinging it about super easy. His wind poses, obviously he's putting it behind his back with one arm. I said, this game's crazy. But because I was young, I never actually completed it. I played through it a little bit, but I couldn't wrap my head around certain bosses. And then, to tell you the truth, I had a shift at work. I called in sick and I played Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. I bought it on PS4. I completed it from Friday to Sunday. I did not stop playing it. And I just, you know what, like the characters, the graphics at the time for me when I was younger, when I saw it was just game changing. I just thought, this is the best graphics ever. Like, you can't get better than this. And that is what just encapsulated me. Sephiroth, Aerith, Barrett, Red 13, like all of that stuff. I just thought this universe is crazy. So since then, I've just loved it. Like, I've bought figures. I've gone to like conventions for it, and that game is just special, man. It's just serious.
Shout out your Cloud, Vincent, Sephiroth figures behind you. I see that. Who's that next to? Who's that in front of Cloud? I mean, in front of Sephiroth. Is that Jesse?
That is actually, it's Axel from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. So serious character, man. I had to make sure I bought that one.
So it's super funny what you're saying, because like with Final Fantasy VII, I didn't complete it when I was younger as well. Like I was like, I loved RPGs back then, and that was the game that got me into RPGs, not even really knowing what a role-playing game is. But yeah, that game was way complex to be able to complete back then. But it shows you how strong both the storytelling is, the characters were. Like first time you see Cloud with the Buster Sword, like you say, like it's just so iconic. Yeah. And Final Fantasy X is my second favorite Final Fantasy game. Okay. And I actually completed Final Fantasy X before I even completed 7. I actually had to go back as an adult, like you say, to go and complete complete 7. But I don't know what it is. It's just the music, the game. It just special, man. Mixed with me in another way. And I was for years and years and years, I've always wanted them to remake it, and I was like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. And I am so pleased the effort Squared put into Final Fantasy VII Remake, because they have taken that game to a next pinnacle. Like, I wholeheartedly think that is the best. It's the best action combat in any RPG. I don't think any 100%. RPG has done real-time 100%. Combat better than that game.
100%, man. I strongly agree. I just think that encapsulated with like the graphics, the retelling of the story, how they've retold the story, the characters, the music. Like, I still listen to the OST randomly on YouTube till this day. Like that. It's just crazy, like that whole universe. The passion's serious, man. So I'm happy that you share the same passion. Like for me, it's like, you know, when you butt someone and they're on the same thing, and it's like, oh my god, like yeah, you're messing with it as well. So yeah, it's big, man.
Yeah, that's my game, fam. Just don't get it twisted. I got the OST on my phone, fam. I'll bang them soundtracks. That's serious. I'll bang them soundtracks. But we're not gonna sit here and talk about Final Fantasy all day. It's a short form podcast. We'll be here all day talking about it. Now, lockdowns really changed the world, but it's changed it a lot for gamers, because as gamers, we always complain we don't have enough time. And obviously people working from home, not having to travel and stuff like that, or even people who would just like put on furlough, it alleviated a lot more time for us. So people was able to play a lot more games, people was able to do a much more content. So what games of the past 2 years have you really been delving into? Like, what games have really taken your time since this has all happened?
Since lockdown, I would say, so I pretty much started off the basis of my streams with Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter that holds a special place in my heart. I think like pretty much next to Final Fantasy VII. That really is the home and the heart, I think, of my community. And just like I'm just really passionate about it. The fact that you can team up with people really is what brought my community together. So that has been the main one. That was Monster Hunter World, which obviously they finished updates and production on it, I think, last year. So I've been playing through that. I've been playing through what's what I've been playing through? Been playing through Ghost of Tsushima as well. Obviously they released Legends, so obviously that is a whole nother co-op aspect that I've been playing with people on the stream, people like some of my friends offline. So Ghost is another one. Next to that, I did give Final Fantasy VII another go as well. Obviously, after it got the PS5 boost, it completely felt like a new game. So I've been running that one up. And on the flip side, on my Switch and stuff, been playing Mario Kart. Mario Kart's been non-stop, obviously. Like that's the community madness. So yeah, like Mario Kart, a little bit of Pokemon here and there, and I think that's about it really. Like that's been the main games.
So Monster Hunter is one of those games that I've always appreciated from afar. Like I'll go to like loads of Monster Hunter events, so like preview events, and play it, and I think it's sick, but it's never connected with me. I think the first Monster Hunter that's really connected me is stories, and obviously because that's more anime and it just kind of works with me. Ghost of Tsushima for me, it's such a weird thing because I always say it's the best Assassin's Creed ever made. Obviously it's not an AC game, but just the feel of it feels like that. It feels like an AC, but they've just put so much love and care in that game, and just simple things like the wind and not having to spend your time looking at a map where you're traveling, and just the story in that, and that really encapsulated me. And I'm a big Sony guy anyway, like PlayStation is my thing. But like we're not gonna go back into the Final Fantasy talk, but tell me, did you platinum it?
I am one away. I'm one trophy away. That is to get the dresses. That
platinum was not easy. Like that was that. Like I'm not even a trophy hunter, but that was a platinum I had to get.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I think after this call I might have to jump on and try and get those dresses, man.
You need that in your collection. You need that in your collection.
No, you're right.
Mario Kart is so funny because I was talking to some guys at Nintendo the other day, and I was like, I don't understand how Mario Kart just doesn't stop selling. Like they've sold like 38 million copies of Mario Kart Deluxe just on the Switch, fam. This time this was like, it is mad. This game, Mario Kart is had the effect that GTA 5 has had, where it's so successful that they don't even need to drop anything else. Because I'm at the point where now Nintendo doesn't even need to announce a new Mario Kart. All I need is a DLC with like 6-7 new tracks. Just give me 6-7 new tracks and one or
just call it Mario Kart.
Yeah. Like you can just make it Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, even if you want to wait for the next big Mario Kart on your next console. But give me some new tracks, my G's.
Yes,
you get me?
Yes, I feel that wholeheartedly, man. You know what? From playing it every Wednesday, it's one of those ones where it's like, you even though we rotate pretty much through all of the tracks, it still feels like, damn, I need more tracks. I need more spice. I need more seasoning to these races. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I feel you. Like more tracks would be sweet, man. That'd be real sweet.
That would be something that I would love. Now, so much games out there. We've had a good year of gaming. It's been unusual. There hasn't been the big name titles that we get some years, like The Witchers, the Final Fantasy, stuff like that. I feel like it's been a really cool year. So if there was a game that you wanted to recommend to either me or the audience that's released this year that you think gamers should definitely play, what would it be?
So that is a very, very, very solid question. I think one that dropped this year, I would say it would have to be Monster Hunter Rise, I think, because of the update that is coming, and obviously how the game plays. I think obviously it's a fresh take on Monster Hunter, but it's also got the core mechanics of Monster Hunter. Given that it's about to have a massive expansion, like Capcom always do this, like they release the game, it's got like 2 ranks, and then after that it's got like a way more difficult like setting afterwards. That is what I would advise to people, like just to get involved. The community is lovely. I mean, like my community, we love it. We love to play with each other. We love to hunt and do all of that stuff and recommend armors. So that is definitely one that I would recommend.
Yeah, Rise did really well because Monster Hunter World sold mad units, but a lot of people who are from the traditional Monster Hunter World felt like it changed some of the mechanics too much.
Yes.
And I think, especially like in Japan, where in Japan, like handheld gaming is much bigger than console gaming is now. And obviously the Nintendo Switch selling mad units, and them kind of taking it back to it almost feels like the old traditional Monster Hunter mixed with the new mechanics of Monster Hunter World, but you can just basically take it on the go.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that is good. Like, you know, some people don't like too much change, but I just think it's always good to just embrace it, you know, like find what you like about what has changed, and, you know, like don't gatekeep too much. Like I'm a sucker for gatekeeping sometimes, I can't lie, but just, you know, still mix the smooth with the rough, man. If some stuff hasn't, like, if it rubs you the wrong way, then just try and avoid it, but have fun with like the rest of the mechanics, and don't make it seem too much of a like leave such a bad taste for not just yourself, but then for other people. So yeah, man, I just think it's good. It's a good place to start as well, especially if you've never really gotten into the entry.
Last question before I let you go. Any game from your backlog, doesn't have to be of the last year, but if there's any game that you feel like slipped through your Richter scale that you really want to jump into, what would it be?
Would have to be Gears of War. Gears of War is one that I missed because my mum posed the question of what console is it that you want? Is it PlayStation or Xbox? And me and my brother, obviously, we chose PlayStation. And with that, we missed out on Gears, Halo, quite a few of them. And Gears, I really do like third-person shooters. Third-person shooters are banging, and I like it when it's kind of got that alien feel, similar to like Resistance, Lost Planet, you know, stuff like that. And Gears, just the gore, the rawness, the heaviness of like the characters and the enemies. I just think Gears is one that slipped the radar for me. But it's one that I would love to still kind of dive into and have some fun with.
It's funny because it's exactly the same as me. Like, I've always been a Sony, always had PlayStation consoles, and this year, last year I was really lucky that Xbox gifted me the Series S, and nice. I was like, look, Halo's never really connected with me. My little brother loves it, but I was like, no, I have to play Gears, and the first thing that I played on there was Gears, because that was the franchise that I always felt that was missing. Too Bizy Gaming, I could speak to you all day, but we're only a short form podcast. If you had to send the people to one specific piece of content to sum you up and really show your personality, what piece of content would it be?
It would be, I would just send you directly straight to the Twitch, man. Come through over on the Twitch. Listen, you will get a good slice of just madness over there, man. You come and get involved, come and have a good time, come and drop a yo. Listen, I love having an audience, man. I love having everyone come through, build a community, show some love. So come over, man, and you know what I mean, come and get involved with the madness.
Exactly. Go and get involved with the madness. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Too Many Games. He's been Too Bizy Gaming. I'm Mr. Midas. You are the MVPs, and we out of here. Peace.